just because you have a great idea that it's gonna happen just because you want it to. Like, you have to get down. You have to work for what you want.
You really have to work hard. Nothing is gonna come to your door and be like, hello, I'm an opportunity and I'm here to come in. No, you have to go and look for them and work for those opportunities.
Hello, listeners. Welcome to our 9th episode of our brand new 5th season of Mind Your Business podcast. My name is Mia Gomez.
I'm Carlos Mora, and we're the hosts of this podcast. We want to give a special shout out to Studio G, powered by the Mike Loya Center for Innovation and Commerce, where we help current students and recent alumni to start and grow their business. Be your own boss.
In today's episode, we're really excited to have Eduardo Ontiveros to my left side. Welcome, Eduardo.
Thank you for having me.
In today's episode, we will be talking about his entrepreneurial journey with Duco Vivere. Welcome.
Thank you.
So, Eduardo, I want you to tell our listeners who Eduardo is. What do you do in your free time? What are your hobbies? What do you like? What do you study, etc.?
I'm from El Paso. I'm studying here in the University of Texas at El Paso, and I'm studying marketing. My main hobbies and interests are just physical health.
I go into the gym and working out.
Yeah, just
what do you do at the gym?
I mainly focus on bodybuilding and other aspects of it.
Weights?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like cardio.
Yeah. And also just overall business. Ever since coming to UTEP, I really enjoyed it because of the knowledge that I gained for business.
Right. That's so interesting. I think that's one thing that we have in common. I also love going to the gym, lifting weights, and cardio as well.
Yes.
So we're twin sinks.
But let's talk about Duco Vivere. So what is that? What's the inspiration behind? Because it's a clothing brand,
Mm-hmm.
but with this inspiration of promoting people to live their life to the extreme, where does that come from?
Duco Vivere is a company with aspect in every single aspect of its of the business. It has a lot of meaning, from the name to the clothing to the designs. So the name is Duco Vivere, and it comes from two Latin phrases, which is non ducor duco, which is I'm not led, I lead, and momento vivere, which is
Vivir el momento, living the moment.
Momento vivere is remember we must die, so to remember to live. So
I love that.
Yeah.
By combining those two, it's basically to take charge of your life and remember that you have to live a memorable one.
I love that. I'm gonna use it in my everyday life. I'm gonna wake up and be like, Duco Vivere.
Yeah. That is so interesting. And Eduardo, I know you've been really active in the Studio G platform. I just had a meeting with my bosses, and basically you were like the spotlight. They were like, hey, Eduardo Ontiveros has been really on it,
I heard
on the lean stack and everything. And I was like, yeah, I'm actually going to record a podcast with him today. Yeah. So that's great. With that being said, I want to know how you as a student entrepreneur managed to come up with Duco Vivere, and how has Studio G helped you with that?
Well, the way that I was introduced to Studio G was in my first semester year. A professor called John Hijimarcos, he introduced me to Studio G, and ever since then, I kind of always wanted to get into it. And also, I've always enjoyed motivating people and knowing that in the gym community, it is very hard to get motivation, especially with all of people comparing themselves to others. And so I applied to Studio G with a simple business plan, and I was able to strengthen my business plan by getting legal advice, marketing advice, just every aspect, just so I can have a better, stronger foundation and to avoid any financial burdens.
No,
I love
great.
that.
Yes.
I love how Studio G is actually helping students, and that because we always have so many students, but we never have the chance to show people in putting a face on it,
Right.
And he's saying that Studio G helped me with marketing, legal advice, and business consulting. How amazing is that someone is getting help from it?
Right. And I think it's such a great program because it does offer, like you mentioned, professional advising that if you go outside from UTEP, it costs you a lot of money. And right here as a Studio G member, you're getting it for free. So I think that's something really essential that Studio G has. And also now the new platform, which is Slane Stack, that helps you kind of see like real life events and helps you practice your pitch, your lean canvas, and all of that in one place. I think that's really great. So thank you so much for taking advantage of that resource.
And this is an invitation for those students that want to join Studio G. This is your opportunity. It's never late. We are in December, but we will still have more events in January of next semester. So thank you so much for everyone that listens to this podcast. But it's also important to show up to our events. We're going to have a lot of events, a lot of opportunities for students to be in programs of funding opportunities and pitch competitions and many more.
I agree. And make sure to follow us in our social media. They will appear on our screen right now, just to stay on top of all of the events that we will have either this semester or next semester. So stay tuned.
Also, I wanted to ask you, what are the challenges that come when opening your own clothing brand, and how do you overcome them?
Well, one of the main challenges is kind of something that all the professors have told me, which is basically imposter syndrome and perfectionism, which everyone wants to have like the perfect product, the perfect thing, and they never want to release it because every single time that they reach perfectionism, they want to overdo it. And just basically the way that I overcame it was just understanding my brand, which is like, don't just let life live, like don't let life like take control and like not let you reach the goals that you want to. Just get down, do the work, and just get to the positions that you want to be in.
Duco Vivere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Eduardo, I know that you mentioned at the beginning what Duco Vivere means, but I want you to, well, let's deep dive a little bit more about your brand. What is the infused message, or how do you infuse the message to your brand with Duco Vivere?
So the way that we infuse it is basically, we believe that in order to do good, you have to feel good. So we search for the best products. Sometimes it takes weeks, sometimes it takes months, but we always make sure that we give the highest quality, just to make sure that the people who are in our community know that we're taking care of them and we're not trying to just give them whatever. And as that's our main goal for right now. But we're gonna go into more of like gym essentials, gym stuff, just so we can give out products that are top notch, so people can reach their fitness journey.
Very interesting, because that was my next question, which is, what's the future for Duco Vivere? Like, what do you envision? And let's just say that tomorrow you become the next Nike, the next Adidas, which you will. Like, you will. If you believe it, you will literally become it. However, what do you want to inspire when you get to that point?
So
like, what do you think that it will inspire like others in the future to see you up there?
well, the main thing that I want to focus on is just to push the message of hard work and just understanding that we only have one life, and to make sure that we go out with a bang, we go out with something memorable, because at the end of the day, like, people are going to be saying stories about you, and the people that we look up to right now didn't get to those positions because they just just because people wanted them to. They had to put in the work, they had to put in how different they are from others.
I love that.
And I love the message that you brought into your brand, just because I know for sure that each person that wears your items, they will remember what Duco Vivere is, and that will inspire them to continue their journey, either like in their normal life or if they're like in the physical like health aspect. So I think that's really impressive and honorable. So thank you for bringing that brand. My last question for you, Eduardo, is, you as a student entrepreneur with your experience with creating Duco Vivere, what is something that you would advise to a student entrepreneur that wants to launch their clothing line?
Just basically understanding that you have to get every single resource that you can. UTEP, fortunately, helps a lot of their students in knowing a lot about business, and like with Studio G, with entrepreneurial boot camps, like there's so many resources in UTEP that once you graduate or once you become an alumni, like you still might have access to some, but not to all. And just basically understanding that no one's going to do the work for you. So like understanding that not just because you have a great idea that it's going to happen just because you want it to. Like you have to get down, you have to work for what you want.
That's like a perfect answer, actually.
Yes. Matter of fact, we're gonna quote you.
Yes. Like we're gonna use it like in the introduction email to the Studio G participants. It will be like, no, like you really have to work hard. Nothing is gonna come to your door and be like, "Hello, I'm an opportunity, and I'm here to come in." No, you have to go and look for them and work for those opportunities.
Right.
And we were talking, like I saw when they were talking about you in the morning, and it shows that you're working hard. So that's why I said that you will become the next power brand in sports because of that. Like if you keep working hard, and this is just for everyone that is listening in whatever area of your life, keep working hard. Sometimes you will think that you won't make it. Sometimes it will feel like that. And especially in entrepreneurship, we have talked in several episodes.
Yes.
A lot of times you will think that you want to give up. Just don't. Like keep working. And as you said, please take advantage of all of the resources that are provided to you.
Exactly. Sometimes you just have to take that like leap of faith, and all of the magic will follow. So thank you so much, Eduardo, for accepting your invitation once again. It was truly an honor. Studio G, the Michael Loya Center for Innovation and Commerce, and the Blackstone Launchpad wants to thank you, our listeners, for your constant support.
Stay tuned for upcoming episodes, but never forget to always mind your business.